Thank you for joining us live here on the Eagle Eye Network. We're here at Conwell Egan Catholic High School as Germantown Academy gets ready to take on your Conwell Egan Eagles. I'm Dan Connor. I'll have the call here for you this afternoon. It's a rare call for me as I will not be behind the mic much this baseball season. I am joined here with Christian Tao. And Christian, we see Brady Guzzi on the mound, and just like that, we're just about ready to get this game quickly underway. A little delayed in setting up here this afternoon. We'll get the lineups for you when we can, but leading it off for Germantown Academy here is the shortstop, Albert. Albert batting from the left side, so it'll be a lefty against lefty combination here with Brady Guzzi on the mound. We are going to get a scoreboard up on the screen for you shortly. We are working through that. This will be one of the limited radio broadcasts we'll have for you this season as we make our transition over to our internet, as we'll be able to have several cameras throughout the field. And the first pitch of the ball game's low and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. And Christian, something that we talked about a little bit before we got on the air here tonight is that Brady's really going to be that key pitcher for Conwell Egan this school year. He's that junior that's really going to carry this team when it comes to pitching as he cranks and fires the 1-0 home. It is on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. What are you looking from Brady here to start off his season at Conwell Egan?
Well, I really think just keeping up with what the team's been able to do in the past and just advancing beyond what they got last year. First game of the season for them, so I think they can really hold their own.
Hard ground ball to the left side through the hole there as Cullen Edwards went to try to take that one, but threw his legs in the first error of the year. So Albert will reach on that error there, so it will be an E6. And I agree, right? Just getting that comfortability back that you were talking about and really being that key. That'll bring along now the center fielder for Germantown Academy, and that will be Wetzel. Wetzel batting from the right side, about an 8-foot lead off the bag there at first is Albert. Brady looks, fires home. It's swung on the miss, and he buckles his knee. It's 0-1. It is Johnson at second base. Freitag in right, Guzzi on the mound. Landale back behind the plate as this one's hit high, deep down the right field side. It is hooking out of play. It did blow its way back in, but it's a 1-ball, 2-strike now. Laying down behind the plate, McLean over at first, Garofolo in left, Waldron at third, Edwards at shortstop, and Johnson here in center field. So 1-ball, 2 strikes to count there to Wetzel. It is Albert over there at first base after he reached on an error out to Cullen Edwards. That one simply just through the legs there at shortstop. Brady shakes off a few, finds the one he likes, comes set, setting up on the inside corner, runner starts, then stops, foul tip into the glove, out. Number 1. So 1 out there, a strikeout for Wetzel, and that'll bring along Knapp, who will be over at first base here this afternoon. Another lefty against lefty combination with Knapp to the plate. Brady comes set, belt high. Looks over at first, fires over, back standing. First pitch to Knapp at the plate is on the outside corner, belt high for a called strike there, 0-1. Christian Conwell not going as far as they hoped last year in the playoffs, but the year before they did an outstanding job. Going far, had a whole lot of momentum. What do you need to do as a team here to kind of click after having they would call a disappointing season on their own?
I think just reflecting on what they did for last year well and what they did poorly, and then just building upon that as a team and looking back to what they did back in 2024.
I agree. Definitely, a little bit of you know, reflecting, seeing what's going on, getting together with your new players out there, and really figuring out how this one's going to go moving forward. Here's another throw over to first. He's back standing again. There's Albert over there, 1 out here. Wetzel struck out. It's first baseman Knapp at the plate, batting from the left side. There goes the runner to pitch home. Swung on a miss to a ball high to throw it down to second is not going to be in time. So a stolen base there. And that'll put a runner in scoring position here for Germantown and laying down as Guzzy called him out. It is brief, over and done there now. No balls, two strikes here at home. Chilly day for baseball, wind blowing in from center field, so it's going to be hard to get that home run ball here this afternoon. Guzzy steps off, asks Landale to go through the signs again. Guzzy set. Both benches are loud, dancing out there at second. Here's the pitch home, swung on and miss, and a ball going outside, out. Number two. So back-to-back strikeouts there for Guzzy, both on a swing, and that'll bring along now the catcher, Myers. Myers from the right side, we see with the second baseman and shortstop moving in out there. Here's the windup in the pitch home. It is a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Two umpires for varsity baseball. JV does only get one. Glancing at second, there's Guzzy now. Comes set, fires the pitch. It's a curveball that just misses high and out. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, strike, runner in scoring position. Back-to-back strikeouts for Guzzy. He glanced at a few nods, kicks it home. It's fouled back to the screen there. It's 1-2. As he asks for a new ball there, he gets one from the umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guzzy back onto the rubber. Pointing his bat to center field is Myers. He brings it back now. Guzzy set at the belt. Glances at second as Albert's dancing. He fires it back, but onto the right side there as it was Johnson covering. And that one just a little too far away. He's unable to get there. So he's safe. Runner could have been out if it went to the opposite side of the bag. Set up on the outside corners, Landale. Pitch home, foul back to the screen again. Out remains a ball and 2 strikes. A little bit of a new coaching staff for Coach Manto this year. As we have the pitch home, down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. New helmet down at JV, looking to give it a little bit of a different, fresh look for those JV players as Coach TJ has decided to move on along with Coach Pat. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now. 2 outs here, a runner in scoring position. Time called here as Guzzy was in his windup, a late time call there, as that's what Germantown was looking for to kind of, break up the momentum here. Guzzy set, glove set at the letters. Here's the pitch. A skipper out there to second. He plays it on 2 bounces, throws it over to first in time out. Number 3. So 1 runner reaches on an error here. We go to the bottom of the first. Conwell Egan coming to bat for the first time this season. Back here in the Eagle Eye Network, it was a runner on an error in the top of the first inning, 2 strikeouts and a ground out the second. Here's the batting lineup here for Conwell Egan this afternoon. Batting first and at second base is Johnson. Second in right field is Freitag. Third and on the mound is Guzzi. Fourth and behind the plate is Landau. Fifth and at first is McLean. Sixth over on the left is Garofalo. Seventh and at third is Waldron. Eighth and at shortstop is Edwards. Ninth and in center field is Johnson. And it is Petrella's pitching here this afternoon as we see Johnson step into the box for the first time. Righty against righty combination to wind up in the first pitch. A line drive ball back up the middle left center field base hit. So Conwell Egan starts their season off with a leadoff single here. And just like that, they get their runner on base. And here comes Danny Freitag. Freitag will get the start in center field or in the outfield for the most part this season. Freitag split his time between center last year. To wind up in the pitch home, it's outside for a ball there. It's 1-0. On no pitch, outside again, 2 balls and no strikes. Conwell Egan, we saw them earlier in the game be a little bit aggressive on the mound. They're being patient here at the plate. Your first game back, you're coming across a little rusty. You see that you have a 5-0 to first here, Christian, but it's more or less of a spring training game for you. What are you focusing on if you're at the plate as a hitter that can help you carry on your game throughout the season?
Well, I think one of Conwell Egan's strengths so far in the past 2 years has been consistency. Jeff Manto led the team to their 16-6 record, which is incredible compared to their 2022.
A line drive ball back up in the middle, right center field base hit. So back-to-back hits there. Johnson going to third to throw. Not in time. It allows Freitag to move up to second. So runners at second and third now with nobody gone. Sorry, Chris, go ahead. You can continue.
And that was in comparison, that 16-6 record, to their 1-13 just 2 years prior back in 2022. And again, their coach, Jeff Manto, really pushing the team to be better than they've ever been.
I agree. And stepping to the plate now, able to help himself, is Brady Guzzi. Guzzi batting from the left side, so it'll be the first southpaw that we'll see here for Conwell Egan this afternoon. The winners are in. Coming set, there's Germantown. Here's the windup in the pitch home. It's inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Freitag at second. Johnson over at third. Not with a great extended lead, but he's doing what he can down there, Keegan. Freitag able to get a little bit more. Guzzi with a couple check swings to the bat. Coming set on the mound, here's Germantown. The pitch home. Line drive ball up the middle, left center field. That one's down. Past the left fielder, back to the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes the second, and it will be 2 RBIs here for Guzzi, and Conwell Egan strikes first in this one. Stepping to the plate now is the catcher, Connor Landau. So 2 runs in here. Is that one line drive back out the middle towards left center field. The left fielder tried to play it on a hop, then tried to barehand it as it went past him back to the wall to allow the 2 runs to score. And Guzzi in at second base. No outs here in the inning. Here's the windup of the pitch home. It is poked foul down the first base side and now the play. The corners are still on the infield grass. Nobody been Guzzi on over there at second base as the shortstop's there, but then moves off and then sneaks back. Well, after the pitch, Guzzi with a decent lead out there now. Pitcher glances at him. Shortstop back behind him. Guzzi dives. That one almost overthrown in the center field, but the shortstop making a leaping catch there to keep it in the infield. So it's no ball, one strike. So line with the pitch home. Line drive ball over to the right field. Right fielder's back. He's under it. Makes the grab. Guzzi tagging. He'll get over to third on a close throw. But it is a one out here and a runner just 90 feet away from home plate. So with that out, here is the first baseman McLean. McLean, a senior here for Conwell Egan, supporting that number 18. Setting up on the outside corner is Germantown. The pitch home is here for a called strike. It's 0-1. Guzzi getting a good secondary lead down there at third, trying to draw the throw here from the catcher. It's something that we'll see Conwell Egan do often with then that runner at third taking off as soon as that ball is thrown. Here's the pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, so it's 0-2. So for the first time in this inning, Conwell Egan finds themselves down in the count, no balls and two strikes. Cranks and fires a pitch that's off the plate, trying to go to that same spot there, but it becomes a ball and two strikes now. So one ball, two strikes. Here's the pitch. It's poked to the right side. Here comes Guzzi. And then he went back, and then the first baseman who had the ball hit off the tip of his glove and never really fully came set runs it over to first to get the second out. So Guzzi originally coming home, stopped about halfway, and then the first baseman who had a hit off the tip of his glove just tags the bag for the second out here. That'll bring along the junior left fielder Garofolo. One of the juniors looking to have this be a close, quick baseball game for them as they have ring mass at 7 o'clock tonight. Shows you the commitment of some of our student athletes. The first pitch to him goes in there for a called strike. 0-1. 0-1 offering is poked foul down the first base side, and now the play count moves to 0-2.
Right now, bottom of the first inning, it's really in a similar situation as where they were against last week in Interborough Catholic. So the game ended with a 12-0 score for Conwell Egan, but that first inning ended at 2-0. They do have a runner on third base at the moment.
And the pitch home. It's a breaking ball that misses high. Gets past the catcher. Here comes Guzzi. He's outstanding, and it is a 3-0 game. So 3-0 now. One ball, two strikes. It is a Garofolo at the plate, batting from the right side. Conwell Egan right now with a 333 average so far this season after that game against Interborough. The pitch home's a breaking ball in the inside corner for out number 3. So Conwell Egan with 3 runs in their half of the first. We go to the top of the second. 3-0 here at Conwell Egan High School. Back here, but top of the second inning at Conwell Egan High School, Dan Connor here with Christian Tao. Conwell Egan up 3-0, getting 3 runs in their half of the first. It'll be Bolicki leading it off. He is the left fielder this afternoon. Number one, first pitch, check swings, and it's a called strike by the umpire. It's 0-1. So the right fielder coming in, and we've seen Brady really be comfortable out there on the mound so far in this one as he cranks and fires the 0-1. It's a breaking ball that misses outside and low. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're working on different things throughout the season this year, adding a camera to everything as well. Hopefully, setting up multiple cameras as we continue throughout the year. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and a ball right down the chute. It's 1-2. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs now. Does he not? As he has a sign he likes. One leg out by laying down. The pitch is a high fly ball in the fairly deep left field. The left fielder's over as he was playing more towards center. Under it makes the grab for the first out of the inning. 1 gone. Coming to the bat now is Jarman. Jarman is the third baseman this afternoon. First pitch to him, Burke called strike, 0-1. As he cranks and fires the pitch home, his fell back to the screens there. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed, fell tip into the glove, peeled to first. Did he catch it? And they say no, he dropped it, throw down to first. Still gets the out here. So a little confusion there. Landell, not too sure what's going on. We'll have an argument come in now, but it is a strike him out, throw him out there. So a little confusion. That'll bring along the shortstop Cornyn as we have the umpires that are going to continue to confer out there eventually. So they're actually going to bring him back to the plate, saying that the ball hit the ground on the way. So we'll see. Here's the pitch. That one outside. It's 1-2. So confusion there by both sides. The ball was a foul tip, so it was 0-2. Looked like the ball went in and out of Landau's glove, but they're saying it hit the ground first. So could see another chance here with the 1-2 home. Check swing. There he goes. Dropped it. Tagged him. He's out. And that is the first out here of the inning, or the second out here of the inning, rather. They'll bring along Cornyn now. Cornyn is your right fielder here this afternoon. First pitch to him was a ball. It is 1-0. Goes he cranks and fires the 1-0 pitch. It is in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brady Guzzi leading this team last year as their batting leader with a 451. As we have the 11 just off the plate there, 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. It is corner to the plate. Quiet for Germantown Academy so far this afternoon. Brady cranks and fires a 2-1 home. Swing and a miss there. Here's the count up at 2. Decent crowd here on a chilly day for baseball. Conwell Egan fans extend all the way down the right field line. Time called here at the plate now.
Kyle Egan's been having some impressive success with their pitcher so far. They haven't had any frequently impressive plays, but it's been a rather colorful evening.
The 2-2 pitch swung on and is out. Number 3. 1-2-3 goes to Germantown Academy in their half of the second. We go to bottom of 2. Egan coming to bat. Back here, bottom of the second inning, Nick Waldron's leading it off here for Conwell Egan from the left side. The first pitch to him is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Waldron in for Conwell Egan. It is Brady Guzzi who led the team in batting average last year, as well as on base percentage with a 582. As this one's failed back and out of play, so it's 1-1. Conwell Egan looking to get back to the games that they had just 2 years ago, making it deep into the state finals, going into the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, to play a game. That's where they want to be. Is the 1-1's high and out. It's 2-1 now. Conwell Egan had 3 hits right off the bat to begin their half of the first. Waldron looking to continue that now. Cranks and fires the pitch home. That one is outside. It is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Just 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs as we begin the bottom half of the second. The 31 home. Foul tip in and out of the glove becomes full count now. It is Petrellis on the mound here for Germantown Academy. Wind up the pitch. High fly ball. Back behind second base. The shortstop's out into the outfield. Grass calls it, makes the grab. First out of the inning. So we see Conwell Egan, not getting a hit there. We look at this bottom of the order, right? Top of the order, really good. What does the bottom of the order need to do to make their mark this season?
Well, I think the bottom of the order just needs to get those hits in between because, again, as you said, the top of the order is the best of the best for Kyle Egan and both for Germantown Academy. If what the bottom of the order is doing, it's just not up to par, they'll swap someone else in.
Colin Edwards now, he hits a ball off his hands out to shortstop. A slow roller, Edwards down to first, and the throw over just beats him. So one shortstop grounds out to the other there. And that'll go down to the center fielder, Johnson. So 6-3 on the play there, and here's Johnson, the center fielder now. Johnson, a freshman this year for Conwell Egan. Wind up in a pitch home. It is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Dalton Johnson touches the brim of his cap. Outside corner now. Pitcher Petrellis comes set on the mound. He has an open stance. Now cranks and fires the pitch home. That's fouled over the first base dugout and out of play. It's 0-2. So what started out as a strong inning at the plate for Conwell Egan has slowed down here towards the bottom of the order. It is Keegan Johnson on deck who led off the game with a single. Cranks and fires the pitch home. Swung on a miss. Ow. Number 3. So 1-2-3 goes Egan in their half of the second. We go to the top of the third. They're up by 3.
Bottom of the second over here for Conwell Egan as they go out to take the field. Looks like Germantown Academy will be sending out Wilson, number 10, to hit the pitch. That's top of the third. My apologies.
Top of the third inning here at Conwell Egan Catholic High School, 3-0 Conwell Egan. It will be Wilson, the bottom of the order, so it'll be 8, 9, and a 1 due up for Conwell Egan. Here's the windup and the first pitch from Brady Guzzi to the right-hander. It is a ball outside. It's a 1-0. Guzzi has really been on par here this afternoon, not getting behind a lot of batters. Going after them early, really forcing Germantown Academy to swing early and to be very selective as the 1-0 is outside again, 2 balls and no strikes. Still, go ahead. Still looking for their first hit in the game here is Germantown as we have the 20 home. Hits a ground ball hard to the second baseman. He's down. He has it. Fires over to first in time. 1 gone.
Guzzi walking around the pitcher's mound out there looking for something to do. His pants covered in dirt from that slide to second base up in the first inning.
So 1 out. And we don't have who the designated hitter is here, as this one's hit high and foul back behind the plate. It's 0-1. It is number 20 to bat now. So we'll see if we can get a name for you a little bit later in the ball game. But number 9 hitter, number 20. It's an 0-1 count. Guzzi has his pitch back. Landau going on to the outside corner. Has his leg out. Here's a pitch home. Swung on and missed there. It's 0-2. Guzzi really slowing that pitch down there. Came after with a hard fastball and a nice little changeup that had him out in front. Here's a two-strike offering. Swung on and missed. Out number two. So two quick outs now. And we'll go back to the top of the order to Albert. Albert led this game off by getting all the way to second base, as it was an error by Colin Edwards out at shortstop, right through his legs into left field. The first error of the game, and the only base runner as of right now here for Germantown Academy. Lefty against lefty combination. Going to the outside corner is Garofalo. He squares, pulls back, no attempt, ball one. One ball, no strikes, base is empty. Third baseman now in on the infield grass. It is Waldron out there at third. Cranks and fires as Guzzi as they're going to the outside corner again. The pitch is there. This time letter high for a called strike. It's 1-1. Guzzi back behind the mound, touches the brim of his cap, puts his foot back on the rubber as we have Albert stepping back into the box. Here's the pitch home. Sound as that one was just barely tapped as it was sailing out of the zone, but it's 0-2. Or 1-2 rather. So one ball, two strikes, two outs. Conwell Egan up by three as they're going to have the top of the order coming to bat for them. Here's the 1-2 pitch now from Guzzi. Pitch home. Foul to the third base dugout and out of play. Count remains a ball and two strikes now. Time called here back behind the plate. Got a 1-2 pitch. Go to the outside corner again. It's in the dirt this time, trying to get on the chase. It's 2-2. And at some point, you got to kind of bring that ball back in. I know, Albert hit that one back up towards the middle of the last one on his hands. That wound up in left field, but you can't be afraid. It's time to do it now. Make those pitches now so you know how to do it for the rest of the season. The 22 home. Hit hard into the hole in the left field for a base hit. So another ball that was left on the outer part of the plate. And this time, it was Albert ready for it, and he'll get himself a two-out single.
Albert with a beautiful ground ball out to left field. He's sitting on first base right now. Wetzel up to bat.
And that's what happens. You start to see those pitches in that same spot every time you make that adjustment, you straighten it out, and you get yourself a two-out single. The first pitch to Wetzel, inside low, gets past the catcher Landau. That allows him to move up to second. He thought about third, had to dive back, but he's back safe. It's 1-0. So one ball, no strikes now. One 0 pitch. Near belt high. It's 1-1.
Wetzel stepping back from the box to take a practice swing. Coming right back in now.
Struck out his last time around, so he's 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Glance at second. Guzzi nods as he goes back again as we have Albert dancing once more. The pitch home, swung on and miss as Guzzi put a little heat on that one. It's one ball and two strikes. So, runner in scoring position for the first time here in the ball game for Germantown Academy. Guzzi set. Time called as he tried to get quickly into his windup, but was unable to do so. Benefit goes to the batter here. 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, shock him out. So no threat there as Wetzel goes down for the second strikeout here this afternoon. We are headed to the bottom of the third. Conwell Egan up 3-0.
Germantown Academy out there to take the field. Looks like Petrellis is back on for pitcher. Myers as the catcher today. And as we sit here in the bottom of the third, Conwell Egan has yet to pull out of that slump with just 3 hits out there, but Germantown Academy is still down for 0.
Back here, top of the third inning here at Conwell Egan Catholic High School. Keegan Johnson leading it off. Top of the order here at the bottom of the third. Johnson led this game off with a single, and then it was Freitag with another, and then Guzzi with a double. So 3 runs home. And that's where we continue to stand. It is Petrellis on the mound still here. He's wearing number 22 this afternoon. He cranks and fires the first pitch. It's a breaking ball on the outside corner for a called strike, going 1. Egan Johnson in his senior year, Conwell Egan. Here's the pitch home. High fly ball deep in the left field. The left fielder's going back. He's about a foot in front of the wall where he makes the grab on the warning track for the first out. So a deep fly ball there, almost out of the park there for Johnson. But it's the first out here to begin this inning. Bring along Danny Freitag now, who had a singles last time around. Long fly out there. Here's the windup in the pitch home. It's a breaking ball that doesn't quite come back over the plate there, so it's 1-0. On ball, no strikes, 1 out. Second baseman on the outfield grass. Everybody else just about in. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls and no strikes now. Freitag adjusts his helmet as coming sit on the mound there is Petrellis. He fires the 20. It's a high fly ball again to left field. This one's deep. The left fielder's over. It's back. It's going, and it's fair ball out of here. As that one hugged the line. We're waiting for the umpire delay call there, and a home run by Danny Freitag to make it a 4-0 game. A close one there as it hugged the line going all the way down, but a home run by Freitag to put his team up by 4. So home run, and here's Guzzi now. Guzzi stepping to the plate with 1 out. The first pitch to the left-hander. It's high, 1-0. Calming set there. Cranks and fires the 1-0. Outside again. Looked to be on the outside corner, belt high, but it goes Conwell Egan's way, so it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 delivery by Petrellis. A line drive ball back up the middle in the left center field, and he tries to slide. Not going to get it back to the wall. It's going to go. Because he rounding first, going to second, will put the brakes on there as a nice recovery in the outfield. And that'll be a man in scoring position here now for Conwell Egan after that home run. So
It's been a beautiful inning for Conwell Egan with 1 home run right off the tap and immediate double up to second base.
And a weak fly ball out to the left center field, and that's one of those where you want to play it on the hop and keep it in front of you if you're an outfielder. That ball back to the wall allows another runner to be in scoring position, puts more pressure back there on your pitcher right now as he has to be almost perfect to prevent this one from being a 5-0 game. Landau's going to step up to the plate, a meeting at the mound, and we'll take a quick break here on your Eagle Eye Network. Runner in scoring position, out, home run, land down to the plate. Glance at second. Guzzy off the bag. Shortstop pulling him on. The pitch to the catcher is fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. 4-0 game. On deck right now is the first baseman McLean. Landau flew out to right field this last time through. Hill one delivery, a line drive ball in the left center field. The center fielder's over, plays this one in front of this time. Guzzy to third, he'll hold there, and there'll be runners at the corners now with one gone. And that's what we were talking about that last one, right? Play that one on the hop and right, it's only first and second. Now because you try to do the sliding and diving grab, that ball went back to the wall, and it allows runners at the corners with Conwell Egan threatening with another man just 90 feet away from home plate. Here's Jake McLean now, who was grounded out on the 3 unassisted his last time through. Germantown Academy going to play this one in a double play depth. Here's the pitch to the right-hander. It's grounded to the shortstop. He plays it, flips it to second for one, to first, double play. So, 2 hits here in the inning, one being Danny Freitag's home run. We are headed to the top of the fourth. It is 4-0 here at Conwell Egan Catholic High School. Back here, top of the fourth inning, it's CJ Cuevas on the mound now for Conwell Egan and the first baseman, Knapp. Leading it off here for Germantown Academy. The first pitch from the right-hander Cuevas is outside and high. It's 1-0. Transfer junior here to Conwell Egan this school year. Setting up on the outside corner is Landau. Cranks and fires the 1-0 home. This Cuevas. It's downstairs 2-0. That struck out his last time through, so Brady Guzzi does not allow a hit in his start here this afternoon. One error, though. That committed by the shortstop, Edwards, as we have the 2-0 home is on the inside corner, belt high for a called strike. It's 2-1. Cuevas adjusts the back of his hat, spins the ball around in his hands now as he steps back onto the rubber. 2-1 to count. 21 delivery. Swung all in the miss of the fastball outside, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Conwell Egan up by 4 at this point. The 2-2 pitch. Downstairs at the shoelaces, it's full. So Cuevas at 2-0, working it back down to a 3-2. His snap as he looks to get his first hit here of the game. And check that, Guzzi did give up one hit. It was to Albert in the last inning. So a 2-out hit there as he went kind of outside quite a few times with his outside pitches. Albert made the adjustment and it found its way back in the left field. Here's the full count pitch. Outside ball 4, trying to get him to chase again, and it'll be a leadoff walk. Stepping to the plate now is the catcher Myers. Myers grounded out to second the last time around. Here's the pitch. It's a knee buckler, but a called strike, 0-1. Why would they change? Cuevas comes set now. He's a right-hander there, facing another righty here at home. The delivery is a short grounder to the third base side. He has it, fires over to first, his only play, and a smart play there for the first out here. So a runner will move up to second. 1 out now with a slow roller to the right side. Prevent the third baseman from going too far as Knapp will go up to second base. Myers a 5-3 on the putout. Here's Balicki now. Balicki flew out to left field his last time around. Got that open stance with the bend at the knees now. Batting from the right side. Landau to a knee, setting up on the inside corner. Glance at second there by Cuevas. The pitch home is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Cuevas glancing in now. Shakes off a few and gives a huge sigh as he comes set. Setting off to the outside way is Egan. Here's the pitch. He misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. So Cuevas a lot as discipline right there out on the mound for Conwell Egan as Brady Guzzi just giving up a 1 hit, and we see a walk and then a ground out here by Cuevas, but he's really struggling as he's been behind these batters so far in his tenure on the mound. Lands at second a few times, now fires the 2-0 home, and that's going to grab the inside corner 2-1. So cold day for baseball here. Time called here as we see Balicki step out of the box. Cuevas off the mound. Quick timeouts. Both are back in their respective positions now. Cuevas set. Looking at second on the way. Now fires the pitch home. It's a curveball that grabs the inside corner. It's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. A runner in scoring position. Conwell Egan up by 4. Ranks and fires. And that one hits him there. So it'll be first and a second now after the two-strike hit. And you can definitely see at this point that Cuevas is not as confident out there on the mound right now. How do you shake that lack of confidence off really in any sport to be able to perform at the best of your ability, Christian?
Well, I think really just cooling your head in between innings. He has a lot of time compared to other players to just take a breather in between. He's not doing as much as anyone else would be in between innings, so just taking that time, just breathing it out.
I agree. It definitely seems like he's rushing out there a little bit. Not as disciplined as we saw Guzzi, as really taking his time and probably would have had quite a few pitch clock violations if it was Major League Baseball. But first and second, one out, and here's Jarman. Here's the pitch home. Swung on a miss. He was late there on a fastball. It's 0-1. Jarman struck out his last time around. Jarman really crowding that plate there. So anything on the inside corner is going to look like a ball, but it should glance the corner as we have the pitch. And it's a high fly ball down the third baseline. It's going to hit fair. Back to the wall. It's going to go. One run's going to score. Here comes the second. And it is going to be a 2 RBIs there for Jarman as he gets himself a double, and they cut that one in half. Does Germantown Academy. Here's Corda now, the right fielder. He struck out the last time through. First pitch, there's a ball in the inside corner, 1-0. Runner in scoring position now. 2 runs home here for Germantown to pitch. Swung on and missed. Hit a ball. Had the laces there, 1-1. Play was set. Fires at home. It's a skipper out to short. Edwards has it as he was falling down. Recovers well, though. Fires over to first for the second out here. So 2 gone now. The 2 outs. The runner will move over to third. So it's 6-3 on the putout, and that'll bring along Wilson. Wilson grounded out to second back in the third inning. Coming set there is Cuevas now. Fires the pitch home. It's a breaking ball that misses upstairs. It's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Set there, Cuevas. 1-0. Ground ball back up the middle in the center field. A run will score, and it's a 1-run game. So a ball straight down the middle allows to be ground up back into center field for a base hit by Wilson, and that'll bring along number 20. And you see Conwell Egan really at this point, lacking defensively, lacking a little bit on the mound, being, called a little out of position here. It's definitely one of those innings that they just need to regroup, get themselves back together. They still had the lead momentarily, but had to really be careful on what they do now with 2 gone. Number 20 to the plate now. He's struck out swinging back in the third inning. Here's the windup of the pitch to the right-hander. It's a breaking ball that misses high and out. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes to count now. Cuevas set. Setting up on the outside corners lane down. The 1-0 delivery. There goes the runner. Swung on a miss. Throw it down to second. He didn't even stand up, but just in ahead of the tag there as it's 1-1. And Landau not even standing up back behind the plate. Not when you do that as a catcher, you don't really allow yourself to get a lot of power behind the ball, and it still would have been a close play down there at second, but a possibility of an out if you just stand up back behind there and get that power back behind you as you fire that one down to second. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 4-3 are scored. A 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Back to the top of the order after number 20 here. Here's 1-2. Foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Conwell Egan had their first 3 runs back in the first inning. A Danny Freitag home run last inning, and that has pretty much been the only offense for them as they've been silenced really by the pitching. Glance at second, runner in scoring position. 1-2 delivery. Fouled at the plate. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Try to do another 1-2 here at home. Hanks and fires. Breaking ball that just misses inside. It's 2-2. Trying to get that inside corner there was Cuevas, but he just missed that one there to number 20. I hear called here at the plate. Now everybody's set. 22 home. Swing and a miss, Shuck him out. So 3 runs here for Germantown Academy in their half of the fourth. We go to bottom of 4. Conwell Egan's up 4-3. Back here, bottom half of the fourth, Conwell Egan up 4-3. It'd be P-Track now on the mound here for Conwell, or not Conwell Egan, for Germantown Academy, and it will be Garofolo in to bat here for Conwell Egan High School. He struck out looking his last time through. Conwell Egan getting one run last inning. Here's the pitch home. Swung on and missed at a breaking ball in the inside corner. 0-1. Righty against righty combination. P-Track set, fires the breaking ball missing. Low as it's a ball and a strike. And Garofolo really, one pitch he's closer to the plate, the next one he's a little bit more far away. It's something that we noticed back in the first at bat. So, really looking to get that early stance going as the 1-1's inside now. It's 2 balls and a strike. Garofalo Jr. here for Conwell Egan High School. A transfer from Father Judge, the 21 home. Line drive ball over the leaping shortstop into left field for a leadoff single. So a leadoff single there. Now to bring along the third baseman now, Waldron. Check that. It's actually going to be a pinch hitter here. We don't have game changer up and going here this afternoon, so we're getting the changes a little late now. Be a right-hander stepping into the box. We're pulling up their name now. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss outside. Looks like Cuevas. It's 0-1. No ball, 1 strike, and the other roster that they gave us does not have numbers on it, so looks like Cuevas right now in for Waldron. Fly over to first, back diving into the bag. There's Garofalo. Edwards on deck as he's just stepped down in the on deck circle now. Glance at first there by Petrak. About an 8-foot lead there for Garofalo. The pitch home, a knee buckler again. It's 0-2. Number 2 pitch. There goes the runner, but then he stops. That one outside, a ball and 2 strikes. So Garofalo thought about it. Got about a quarter way down the line before he changed his mind and returned back to the bag. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Third baseman off the line. First baseman holding him on. The shortstop and second baseman playing practically up the middle. Outfield in normal depth. Here's the pitch. It's lifted to the right side. There's going to be a shallow ball to second base and a right fielder going out. It'll be the second baseman who makes the grab. A dangerous play there as both of them were looking to call it. One out. Here's the left-handed hitter, Colin Edwards. So a F4 there. Edwards grounded out from one shortstop to another his last time through. Another junior here for Egan. So back behind, Garofalo going though. They got him caught in a rundown, and he'll be tagged out as he tries to dive into second there. So a base running mistake there for Conwell Egan. Garofalo caught in a rundown, and he'll be the second out. So Edwards has the bases empty now with 2 gone. There's the windup in the pitch. It's high and out, 1-0. One-0 delivery from Petrak is fouled over the third base side and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Conwell Egan looking to get their bats going again here. They started out strong in the first. The middle of their order was a little bit quiet, and eventually, it came back around for a home run, and now the bottom of the order is quiet again as the 1-1 was swung on and missed there. The ball sailing down and in. It's 1-2. Conwell Egan's really going to need that bottom of the order to step it up this year if they want to keep themselves in it. The 1-2 pitch is a skipper out to second, plays it on the hop over to first in timeout. Number 3. So a single caught stealing and two fly out and a ground out. We are headed to the top of the 5th. It is Egan 4-3. Back here, top of the 5th, inning, 4-3 right now, Conwell Egan. Back to the top of the order, Albert leading off. He has himself a single and reached on an error, so he's 1-for-2 this afternoon. Cuevas still on the mound here. He had a little rough going over there in the top hit or top half of the 4th. Here's the windup and the pitch home. It skips in and up to the screen. It's 1-0. We have Anthony Womack warming up in the bullpen. One ball, no strikes, up by a run. Here's Egan. Here's the 1-0. In there for a called strike. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Setting up on the outside corners lanes. The Alquays cranks and fires. And it's poked to the left side. It's hooking foul. Giving it a look there is the third baseman, but it's out of play, so it's 1-2. And that is McLean over there at third now. Brady Guzzi over at first base. One ball, two strikes. Here's the pitch home. Another one left side. McLean giving it another look and foul. So Cuevas doing the same thing that Guzzi did back in the 3rd inning, staying at that exact same location of the plate, which could be costly. The batter, well, he can adjust and eventually put that ball in play and really hurt your team. Here's the 1-2 home. Fouled back behind. It was a breaking ball set up on that same area, but this one cutting back just a little inside. It's 1-2. One ball, two strikes. I'm cold here. This by Landale at the plate. Another 1-2. It's a breaking ball that misses upstairs. Two balls and two strikes. Two balls, two strikes, and no outs. Guzzi in at first. McLean moves from first to third. Center fielder Moore playing in right center. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball to third base side and out of play. So the count remains two balls and two strikes. Really going to be picking up our broadcast beginning next week. It'll be lacrosse on Monday, and then we have a whole set of a schedule for you with hopefully the new internet ready to go here for the broadcasting crew as this one's ground to the right side. Second baseman has it. Over to first. There's the first out. One gone. So Albert grounds out there as he gave a long ride there to Cuevas, so you have to watch that one. And that'll bring along a Wetzel. Wetzel has two strikeouts to his credit so far in this game. Wetzel stepping into the batter's box now, ready against righty combination. Here's the pitch, fouled on the outside half. It's 0-1. Brady Guzzi last year with a .97 earned run average, and then Jose Ortiz with 1.54. Here's the pitch. That's outside. It's 1-1. Ortiz now a product of Bristol High School as he transferred this school year. And then Chase Forster behind him with a 2 earned run average. One ball, one strike. There's the offering. Skips in there. Good block there by Landau to keep that one in front. It is 2-1. Go back to the 2024 season where Conwell Egan went 11-5, and then we talked about already, right? That 2025 season. 8, so just a little bit behind of where they were the year before. As this one's foul down the third base side, it's 2-2. And Egan really looking to change that around now, hoping to get back to that 24 season, get that 11-5 record, maybe improve it a little bit more to 12-4, go deep into the state playoffs again, and really trying to figure out how this club's going to look next year with quite a few seniors, and then most of your team right now going to be rising seniors as we head into next school year. A lot of time there as a step out of the plate. It is Wetzel, two strikeouts to his credit. He's down two strikes here, but has two balls in his favor as well. Land down to the outside part of the plate. Cuevas fires at home. Swung on a miss. That one in the dirt, though, and laying down the Guzzi. A high throw, a leap, but a grab. 2 outs. Three strikeouts to Wetzel. Now here comes Knapp. Knapp has his strikeout and a ground out or the walk to his credit. But before we do that, we'll see a pitching change. So we'll take a quick break here on your Eagle Eye Network. All right, we're back here. Pitching change. It'll be Kalita from third, then the Mound and Waldron back to third. The first pitch from him is lifted to deep left. The left fielder on the back makes the grab on the run. And Kalita needs just one run or one pitch to gather the out. We are headed to the bottom of the fifth inning. It is 4-3, Conwell Egan. Egan hits to the plate now to start the bottom half of the fifth. He swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Here's the windup and a pitch to him on the inside corner. No balls and two strikes. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, so he's down in on three pitches there. So Hicks out. Back to the top of the order now. It will be Keegan Johnson. The top of the order, Keegan Johnson single, a fly out to his credit. 1 for 2 here this afternoon. Here's the windup in the first pitch, kicks up dirt, but Johnson swings at it, so it's 0-1. No balls, one strike to count. Swung on a miss, and a ball sailing outside. It's 0-2. No balls, two strikes, one gone here. The pitch home is a high fly ball in the left field. It's routine there as he takes about 5 steps to his left, two in, makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Here comes Danny Freitag now. Freitag getting a home run his last time through, and then his brother refusing to go get the home run ball for him. Here's the windup and the pitch to Freitag. It's a breaking ball in the outside corner. It's 0-1. We threw that line in there so Danny knows that we yelled at his brother, but he said no anyway. The 0-1, it's on the inside corner to Freitag there, 0-2. So Danny in the hole now. Petrick moving fast. It's a ground ball to shortstop. He has it, fires over to first, and it's up high, but they get him on a tag out. Number 3. So 1-2-3 goes Egan in their half of the fifth. We go to the top of the sixth. They're up by 1. Back here, top of the sixth inning, and it's Kalita back on the mound here for Conwell, Egan, and Myers to the plate. Kalita just needed one pitch to get himself out of that last inning. It's 4-3 Conwell Egan right now, but their bats have slowed down, and their offense is really taking a hit at the bottom of the order. Here's the pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. It looked low, but we'll take it. It's 0-1. Their defense, though, been pretty solid. The only mistake, that error back in the first inning by Colin Edwards. So no balls, a one strike now here in the sixth. The one strike offering. His tap foul rather down the first base side. The umpire trying to get out of the way of that one. He originally pointed fair, but screaming foul as he was just trying to dance out of the way. It's 0-2. No balls, two strikes to the catcher Myers. He's back. He's ready to go again. He has the hunch over look, swings and misses at a breaking ball. Rolling outside, 1 out.
Top of the sixth inning with 3-4. Conwell Egan up by one out, and who's up to bat? I can't see.
Spelunky to the plate now, hit by a pitch, a fly out to his credit. So he's 0 for 1 here this afternoon. Number one with that open stance from the right side. He has that sunk down stance as well. So he makes himself shorter in the box and taps this one down the third base side. It just stays fair. Waldron has it, fires across the diamond, but it pulls Guzzi off the bag. So it will be an infield single here for Balicki and a slow roller to the left side. Really is how Germantown Academy has been getting most of their runners here this afternoon. So another 1 out single, and that'll bring along Jarmon.
Garmon with a double and a strike to his name up the bat, waiting for the windup from the pitcher up in there.
The lead out there goes back over first. Here's the pitch home. Is popped up in the infield. Giving a look, there's Waldron down the third base side. He can't get there as it sailed back in with the wind. So it is 0-1. And those early foul balls here in the early part of the season really are difficult. The wind takes them. It starts to glide a lot closer to the dugout, and at the last minute pulls itself back. And that one fell right actually into the coach's box down there at third. So it's an 0-1 count, a runner at first right now with Egan up by 1. They had the 4-0 lead, and it was Cuevas who would have 3 to come in. He'll eventually shake off that rust and be a solid pitcher for Egan here this school year. Check on the runner at first, but he's back diving. So Jarmon looking to get another double here. That would bring possibly a run home as Balicki has a set of wheels over there at first base. Setting up on the outside corner, there's Landau. Here's the pitch. It's on the inside part of the plate. It's swung on and missed. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes now. We can play in a double play depth. The outfield shifted to the left or to the right if you're watching from behind home plate. Here's a 2-strike delivery. There goes the runner. Ball's outside and threw down the first, not in time. So a stolen base there. And it is a 1-2 count here at the plate. So Egan going to move the first baseman and third baseman closer to the line so as Waldron and Guzzi move back over. Second baseman and shortstop playing more towards the middle. Now the second baseman moving back into his normal position. The 1-2 home's a breaking ball that misses outside. It's 2-2. The outfield remains in their normal depth. The center fielder, though, now moving more to his left. So he's playing a more left center field at this point than anything else. Glance at second there by Kalita. Here's the 2-2 home. Fouled at the plate. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, two strikes, one gone. Play to set. Clancy's at second again. Edwards keeping him close to the bag now. 2-2 delivery. It is a pop fly. Catcher giving a look, but it's back and out of play. So we'll have another 2-2 here. Catcher calls time, and he's going to go out to the mound. And with that timeout, we'll take a quick break here on your Eagle Eye Network. Quick discussion at the mound and a further discussion behind the plate as the umpire had a few words with Landau there. Seemed to be cordial, so nothing major. 2-2 to count here, runner at second base. Edwards dancing, moves back to 2-2, delivers a breaking ball that just misses outside its full count. Gordon on deck here for Germantown Academy. Glance at second. They spin back behind a runner just in ahead of the tag. Edwards not liking the call. Johnson not liking it either. And they say that his arm got back in and they tagged him up high. As Jeff Manto is out of the dugout yelling and screaming, asking, how much closer can you get? Well, it was close, but safe. Full count at the plate. One gone. 4-3 our score with Conwell Egan on top. Edwards off. There's the pitch. It's fouled away. Count remains 3-2. About the Germantown Academy players able to go deep into a count and really affect the Kalida's pitch count. Whatever. McLean. Here's a pitch, though. Another foul ball back behind. There's Jake McLean out there. Three balls, two strikes with McLean on the mound. Three-two pitch home. High fly ball to left field. It's deep going back. Scarafolo. It's over his head. It's a bounce in front of the wall. This game will be tied as it's going to be an RBI double there for Jarman, his second double of this game, and we're all tied at 4.
Ball flying way over that guy's head out into center field. Number 6 up the bat. Cronin up to bat from Germantown Academy.
Runner in scoring position, one out, and that'll bring a little corner now. Here's the wind of the first pitch to him. It's upstairs. It is 1-0. Ground down in the strikeout to his credit. McLean is there. Looking, fires the 1-0 home. It's high again, 2 balls and no strikes. So after that deep ball in the left field, McLean is having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. As it was Jarman who was able to bring the count to full. 2-0 delivery. It kicks up some dirt, so 3 balls and no strikes now. So a run scores after the close play. Back at second after Coach Manto thought that he was out on the throw back behind, but they call them safe. Then the double allows them to score, and it's a brand new ball game at 4. 3-0 kick. There goes the runner. It's low and outside, but for a strike, the throw down the third is high. So he is safe. So he's stolen the base there, and a runner just 90 feet away from home plate, and a 3-1 count now. Another argument going on back out there. This time by Waldron, the third baseman. Three balls, one strike to Cornyn at the plate. Infield in for Conwell Egan now. Outfield playing shallow. Here's the pitch home. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 3-2. If I was the outfield coach, I'm probably pushing him back a little bit. Let's play no doubles defense at this point. They beat me out of the infield. It's okay, but I don't want anything over my head. The pitch home, just outside ball 4. The closest that you possibly could get in this game, and probably a strike earlier on, but it's going to be runners at the corners now, and look to the dugout here with 2 outs. No pitching change as Landau is, I guess, going to go through the signs. Corners will play in. Second base for the shortstop back in the double play depth, and the outfielders remain the same. Guzzi will hold the guy on over at first. Line up the pitch home. The runner stays at first. It's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. One strike delivery, and runner stays outside, 1-1. Egan once led this game 4-0 going into the 4th inning, where Germantown Academy was able to bring home 3 and now has tied it up here in the 6th. 1-1. There goes the runner this time. Swung on and missed. Throw back to the pitcher. So there's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third now. That'll allow all the infielders to move in. The outfield remains the same. Edwards further in than the third baseman. It's Waldron who's actually back to furthest. And now he's finally creeping in, but still not as far in as his counterparts. 1-2 home. It's a foul tip off the mask there of Landau. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. A breaking ball on the inside corner. Give him some time there as the umpires will walk the ball out. McLean's got himself a new ball. Kind of shrugs the dug out off a little bit as they were yelling his name from there. Runners at second and third, 1 gone. 1-2 count to plate. Sets McLean. He fires this one home. Line drive ball back up the middle, left center field, a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second, and it will be 2 RBIs here for Cornyn, and like that, Germantown Academy takes a 6-4 lead. 6-4 lead and a pitching change here for Conwell Egan. And we'll take a quick break here on your Eagle Eye Network. Back here on the Eagle Eye Network, it is Anthony Womack, Deacon Morris's favorite student, entering into play now as we step foot on the mound. Womack coming back from Tommy John surgery this year. First batter he's going to face is Wilson, who's 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out to his credit. Here's the windup of the first pitch from Womack. It's high and out. It's 1-0. I know Womack's a little bit of concern was coming back after Tommy John. How to respond on the mound, and he's really just going to have to take things slow at this point. Here's a fire to first and back standing there. 1-0. Outside again. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and no strikes to count now. Touching the brim of the helmet is Wilson. Womack fires the 2-0 home. There goes the runner. He started, stopped, throw down. Is off a line, so a stolen base there and a 3-0 count at the plate. Hits on the outside corner, 3-1. Womack in a little direction out there to Guzzi, telling him to step back just a bit. Glance at second. Edwards moving off to 3-1 at the letters, full count. Full count pitch. Line drive ball to right field, in though making the grab. And they're going to double them up as they forgot how many outs are there to Germantown Academy, and we are headed to the bottom of the sixth. But they'll take the lead here for the first time in the ball game at 6-4. On the sixth inning, Brady Guzzi going to lead it off here. He'll take the first pitch for a called strike. It's 0-1. Was on the inside corner, belt knee high there to Guzzi. Guzzi is 2 for 2 today. Got one outside Guzzi, though, arguing that he didn't come set before the pitcher threw. It's one of those that you let that one go 'cause it was already called a ball. If it was called a strike, then you make your argument at that point. One ball, one strike to count. Here's the 1-1 delivery by Petrick. Is outside 2-1. Only one delivery. Inside there, 3 balls and a strike now. Has Landau on deck here for Conwell Egan. 3-1 pitch. Foul back to the screen there. It's full count now. Is he back in the box now after the foul ball? The 3-2 check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. Out. Number 1. So one gone now. There's a windup to pitch to Landa. It's the back out of the way. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Egan down by 2. The pitch is a high fly ball. Shortstop moving out. The second baseman calling for it, and he makes the grab. It's the second out. Not pretty, but he is able to get there to make the grab in center field. So 2 going now. And you have to go all the way back to the 3rd inning for Conwell Egan. It was the last time they had a runner on base. Here's McLean now. Pitch to him. Swung on a miss, and the ball sailing outside. It's 0-1. It's a great start by Guzzi as the 0-1 kicks up some dirt again, but swung on again at a ball off the shoelaces. 0-2. Softball 1 as the bell rings here. The 2-strike offering. Downstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. Cranks and fires the 1-2 home. Fell to the screen there, so it counted as 1-2. So Guzzi, strong alley. Derek Waivers came in. Had a little bit of a rocky start, but you said he'll get there. Nice adjustment though by McLean as we have another 1-2 delivery that misses outside. 2-2. Egan had the bats going up into the 3rd, but they've been pretty much silent, going down in order in the 4th, 5th, and trying to avoid that here in the 6th as the 2-2's down low. It's full count. Full count offering. Three called on the outside corner. So 1-2-3 goes Conwell Egan in their half of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. They have just more 3 outs to play with. Here in Eagle Eye Network, top of the seventh inning, Conwell Egan down by two as they had the lead for most of the game. New pitcher out there in the mound for Conwell Egan, just a number thrown on the back. We'll get you the name a little bit later if we can. Jeff Manto out already arguing with the home plate umpire. Tom, take out that sheet. Got to make another change. Back to the top of the order here. It is Albert that is leading it off. Albert moving aside. Manto making another change here. Maybe we're waiting to see. Not too sure that was, but we'll play on now. All right. Long conversation there. We're ready to go now. Frankson fires the first pitch home, squares and pulls away. It's ball one high and outside. It's 1 and 0. Albert, single, ground out, and it reached on an error back in the first inning. Third baseman on the infield grass. The pitch on the outside corner there. It's 1 and 1. One ball, one strike. High fly ball deep down the left field side and looking foul. So the count is 1 and 2. Coming set there on the mound now. 1-2 home. Grounded to the right side. Johnson coming in at second. Flips it to first in time. One gone. So 4-3 there going to put out, and here's Wetzel. Wetzel struck out all three times trying to put a ball in play here. He's still alive. Yeah, but want to Here's the windup in the pitch home. It's a breaking ball missing inside. Apparently 1 and 0. Let's go from up here. 1-0 offering. On the inside corner for a called strike. It's 1 and 1. One one kick. On the inside corner, knee high, 1 and 2 now. So, Wetzel staring down a possible fourth strikeout of the game. Set there in the mound. Setting up on the inside corner, 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Wetzel down 4 times on the K, and that'll bring along the first baseman now. Ready against lefty combination to pitch home. It's a soft ball to the left side. Under the glove there of the third baseman. So is an E there, an error. So 1 out error. That'll allow Knapp to reach, and that'll bring along a Myers. So it needs 6 on the play. Gavin Hartley coming in to play third this inning as Waldron's out. So the error goes against Hartley. And changes behind the plate as it's Kalina now back there. Catching for Conwell Egan. That was the miscommunication that they forgot to tell the umpire was that a new catcher back behind the plate. So 2 outs, a runner at first now. That runner reached on an error after the ball under Gamma Hartley's glove as he tried to charge in on a slow roller. Here's the windup of the pitch to the right-hander, starting and stopping, backing out of the way there. It's 1-0. Lita's setting up down the middle. Glance at first. Here's the 1-0 delivery. It's that foul with the first base sign and out of play, so the count moves to 1 ball, 1 strike. So back behind the runner, he's back diving. So he's back diving again. It'll be Garofalo, Waldron, and Edwards due up for Conwell Egan in their half of the seventh. Two gone, a 1-1 count at the plate with a runner at first. The 11th pitch, there goes the runner, but it's hooking foul and out of play down the right field line, so he'll have to return, and it's a 1-2 count. Coming set down on the mound, runner at first. 1-2 home. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes, trying to get on the chase there. Germantown Academy trailed the entire game, but then able to take the lead back in the sixth. So back behind the runner again. This is one of them 2 outs. Focus on the guy at the plate. You already have him down to 2 strikes in a hole. Time called here at the plate by the batter. Some Myers in there. 2-2. A little looper to the right side and a full in the right field for a base hit. So a 2-out single there, and it'll be runners at first and second now with 2 gone. Well, looking to the plate, and then it'll be a pitch runner over there at first base. It'll be number 26 for him. A righty against righty combination with Balicki into the batter's box now, and a time called here. This one by Jeff Mantos of a visit at the mound. Mantos at this point looking like it's more of a discussion than anything else, but we saw the Germantown players come off their respective bases and have a conversation with the third base coach. A quick conversation there as Mantos back to the dugout. Kalita will take the long walk in and he'll take his time as he does. He's back behind the plate now. The windup in the pitch. It's a ball inside 1-0. Here's the 1-0 offering. Outside in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. Nice stop there by Kalia to prevent it from getting behind him now. Garmon on deck here for Germantown Academy. 2-0. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0. On the outside corner, knee high, it's 3-1. 31 pitch. On the inside corner for a called strike, the count moves to full. It was Malicki who thought it was a ball. Tossed his bat back in front of the dugout as he walked down the first baseline, but it's called back. Count full now with 2 outs, runners at first and second. 3-2 home. It's a roller down the third base side and a foul ball. Close one there, but just to the left of the bag. 3-2. Liner right to the third baseman, snared down the air by Hartley, and that's how we'll end the inning. We are going to the bottom of the seventh. Conwell Egan has 3 outs to go. I'm in the seventh inning. Kalita will be a pitch hitter here. He'll replace Garofalo. The first pitch to him is a check swing foul. It's 0-1. Deal 1 is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Petrick. That's outside. It's 2-1. Set there in the mounds. Petrick, the 2-1 home, is on the inside corner, knee high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the 22 home. Foul back to the screen. Count remains 2-2. 2-2 hits Kalita there. So he'll board the bases now, and that'll put a little bit of a threat out there for Combo Egan as Edwards will come to the plate now. Gavin Hartley will come in now and actually pitch hit now here for Waldron. Hartley, who took over at third the last inning. Here's the windup and a pitch to him. It's outside for a ball. It's 1-0. One ball, no strike to count now. A pitch outside, 2-0. There's a 20 delivery from Petrick. It fell back to the screen. It's 2-1. Hartley back in the box. Right-handed batter touches the outside corner. He's pretty much has that straight up stance with his hands already out halfway in front of him. The pitch to him is outside. It's 3-1. Something that you usually only see Major League Baseball players get away with. Three ball, one strike pitch home. Right down the heart of the plate. The count is full. Glance at first set is Petrick. Fires the full count pitch. High fly ball right side and out of play. Thirty-two kick. Outside ball four. And that'll be the go ahead run stepping to the plate now, as it will be Colin Edwards. So back to back walks, and here's Edwards now. And with that, we'll have a quick change of pitchers on the mound, and we'll take a quick break here on the Eagle Eye Network. Here, bottom of the seventh inning, to go ahead run of the plate, that being the left-hander Colin Edwards, and Germantown Academy will counter with their left-handed pitcher Bucci to the mound. So it'll be a lefty against lefty combination, runners at first and second. The catcher out to the mound to kind of talk his pitcher through a quick pep talk. The third baseman already lined up in on the infield grass as well as the first baseman now. Conwell Egan looking to get the walk-off win here. They had the lead for much of this game, but they gave it up back in the sixth. Here's the throw back behind the runner at second, and he actually hit the runner back in the back of the head there. And it is McLean out there, or Khalid out there, rather. Lance at second, squarings Edwards. Pitch home, pulls back, throw back behind the runner, and he's out. He had a huge lead out there. Did not go all the way back. A ball at the plate, a throw behind back to get the runner at second. So there's one out now. A 1-0 count to Edwards. And Conwell Egan now has allowed Germantown Academy to set up into a double play position. The 1-0 squaring again, bunts this one right back to the pitcher. He glances at second, wisely goes to first. It's high. He leaps, grabs it, runner moves up. But 2 outs here now. Starting along the pitch hitter now, Colin Norbick. Norbick batting from the right side, so ready against lefty combination. He's the tying run at the plate now for Egan. Set on the mound there now is Bucci. Here's the windup in the pitch home. Ground ball to second base. He has it, scoops it, fires it to first, out. Number 3. So Conwell Egan will lose their opening day game here, their home opener for the 2026 season, a final of 6-4. We thank you for joining us here on the Eagle Eye Network. Have a good night.